Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This reading is going to be focused on the question, will your ex return? So of course it's for those of you who are in separation, in a relationship. We're going to be dividing this up into two sections, so I'll timestamp it down below. The first section we're going to be focusing on divine masculine energy. And it's important to note that it is just energy. So even though I'm saying divine masculine, it could certainly be for both male and female. So take it how it resonates for you. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from these readings whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, your relationship, and let go of what does not make sense for you. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And just as a side note, guys, I am currently booked through March 13th, as noted on the website. So just keep that in mind when you are requesting a reading from me at this time. And I will also include a list of the cards that are used for this reading. So we're going to start off with divine masculine energy. These focus cards are going to apply to both divine masculine for the first section and divine feminine for the second section. So same focus messages, but the first half of it will focus strictly on divine masculine. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what comes forward from the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. This is for all signs, and it is a timeless reading whenever you're guided to tune in. This could be for cross watchers, anybody who's been guided at this time. Will your ex return? Let's take a look at that for the collective. What is the untold truths when it comes to this connection and separation right now? Hoping. So you're hoping to reconcile with your ex. You're hoping that they will return, or perhaps this is, of course, what they are hoping as well, to have you back in their life. It's all about waiting, expecting, and being able to manifest this connection back into fruition in the 3D. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some insight from the Hidden Truth Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for the collective, for whoever needs these messages in regard to an ex partnership. Let's take a look and see what comes forward from the Hidden Truth when it comes to your person, your ex. Let's grab this one here. I know that I crossed the line with you. So this could have certainly contributed to the demise of your partnership. They crossed some sort of line when it came to the relationship. Let's grab one more. I can't stop thinking about you, which is why they're still hoping. And again, if you resonate with that too, then perhaps that's a part of what's in your heart when it comes to your ex. All right, so here we go. I'll go ahead. As I mentioned, I'll timestamp these so that you can jump ahead to the rest of the video if you're not focused on divine masculine energy. All right, so if you're watching this for a masculine, the masculine energy in your connection, let's take a look and see where they are at. What's in their heart? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? Because ultimately we're focused on if they will be coming back. Agreement. So perhaps the last time you guys spoke, the last time you had interacted, there was some sort of agreement between the two of you. Maybe you guys both decided to take a break from the relationship. Whatever way this agreement is a part of the equation for you and your ex, it's coming through here. When you are in agreement with somebody, you're on the same page, or you have agreed to something in regard to that connection, whether you like it or not. So part of the agreement for some of you is to go your separate ways. So we'll see how the rest of this goes, but this is picking up off of divine masculine energy. Right now they're coming through, feeling trapped, bound, tied, stagnant energy created by that trap card. We have facade, okay? So they could be coming forward with deceptive energy with this facade, pretending perhaps to have their life all put together, but in reality it isn't. There's so many things tied into this facade because they're not really coming forward with their real self. They're painting this picture of how they want to be perceived. And if it's a facade, then that's not reality. This is an illusion that they're creating, or they're putting up this perception of themselves to other people and even to you, and it's not reality. There's something else that's brewing beneath the surface when it comes to your ex. Part of that might have to do with secrets that they are keeping at this time. Part of these secrets might have something to do with infidelities, third-party situations, karmic partnerships, toxic situations that they have allowed themselves to get into. That could have been part of this line that was crossed in your connection. But look at this. We have their own energy coming through here. Divine Masculine energy and the Divine Masculine deck. Okay, so they're very focused on themselves. For some of you, your person is very much focused on what's going on in their own life. And part of what they're focusing on is their career, their money matters, their finances. That's a part of the energy that they are allowing themselves to be saturated in at this time. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is in the shadows when it comes to your person. So we'll grab some insight from the Twin Flame Shadows deck. And of course, you don't have to identify with a Twin Flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. What's in the shadows is hidden. It is beneath the surface, behind the curtain, so to speak. And when something is in the shadows, it's very much tied into this darker energy of the facade and these secrets that your person might be keeping. Let's take a look and see, especially if there is no communication between the two of you, why that is. This could certainly be picking up off of past energies. If they've experienced any negative experiences in the past, that's still affecting how they are conducting themselves now. So let's see what's in the shadows for those who are watching this for a masculine. And I've got one card flying out. Hold on. Cold. Cold energy. So if it's cold, they could be giving you the cold shoulder. They might be ignoring you. Things could be frozen and stagnant right now, which is why we've got that trapped energy. Their hands are tied for some reason. Could have something to do with these secrets. Part of the reason why, for some of you guys, they're unable to return at this time is because their hands might be tied in another connection here with somebody else. So when it comes to your vibration, your energy, it's coming through as cold, or this is a part of their energy. They're coming forward very cold towards you. We have medicating. They're self-medicating. They're numbing their feelings. They might be drinking too much. Here we are again with that stagnant energy. Not a whole lot of movement, not a whole lot of action. The crazy thing is, though, with the focus cards that came through, hoping, I know that I crossed a line, but they're still thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. But perhaps they're unable to create movement because they're attached to somebody else. It's just not the right time. They're too focused on their career. Pain. Falling right below secrets. So I feel for my feminines, especially who are affected by how this masculine treated you, they hurt you with these secrets. Whether it had anything to do with infidelity or cheating or something else going on, if they just weren't able to be the right kind of partner for you, if they spent too much time doing their job, their career, they just didn't have enough time for their love life, perhaps you felt ignored and that there was this cold, stagnant energy between the two of you because they weren't able to even offer any of their time to you. Too busy out there making those deals with other people, making that money, too focused on their finances. That's coming through for some of you guys. And so they didn't have a whole lot of time to dedicate to the partnership. So there's a lot going on here. I feel for those who are thinking of a masculine for this reading, especially for my feminines, they had secrets here. And that's what created that stagnant energy. They were putting on a facade for you because they didn't want you to know these secrets that they had going on. So we do have manipulation that's coming through here. Dishonesty, being manipulative, trying to work their way around whatever it was, whatever situation they had gotten themselves into that created this cross line situation between the two of you. We have fixated right after that. They could have been fixated on somebody else. They could have been fixated, for some of you guys, again, I'm feeling somebody drinking too much. Somebody had an issue, an addiction problem, or an alcoholism issue. That's coming through here. But somebody definitely got hurt here as a result of somebody just being dishonest, deceptive, keeping secrets, not wanting to tap into their emotions, wanting to stay clear of that, and just coming forward with just very cold energy and how they perhaps were with you. So that's a part of their vibe. That is what's coming through for my divine masculines. Okay, so let's add to this with some tarot. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides. Focusing on divine masculine energy for this reading. For the viewer, will your ex return? For all signs. Right now, they're keeping secrets. Interesting. Not surprised. This is the Nine of Cups. So even though this is a beautiful card, guys, and Cups is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, but it's also somebody who drinks too damn much. Somebody's got an issue here with drinking, I'm telling you. But also, again, the other side of that card is wish fulfillment. It is satisfaction. It's emotional stability. It's a beautiful card. It's comfort, satisfaction, a wish come true. And perhaps there was a time when you felt this way, that they could make all of your wishes come true. That's still a potential here, guys. Okay? That's what this represents. That's why this hope card is here, because there's still a potential for that wish to come true. It might take some time, but there's a potential to manifest this, which is why it's coming through. They've got some issues, yeah, and they've got to release whatever fixation they have going on with other people, with very toxic behavior, with this cold energy, with the pain that they have caused you, being able to balance their time between pleasure and their career. We have the Seven of Swords right after that, which is air energy. So for some of you, you might be focused on a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. The Seven of Swords is betrayal and deception. We already know that. We already know that's a part of the problem here. That's why we have a facade. That's why we've got these secrets. They hurt you, they betrayed you, and they were deceptive. Ten of Swords, more air energy. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending. So we already know there was a painful ending here. It hurt like freaking hell. I pick up off of that. This is a card of defeat, of loss, failure, collapse, a relationship that fell apart because of all the secrets, because of deception, because of manipulation, because of third parties, because of all this pain, because of cold energy, because somebody had a drinking problem, because they were too focused on their career. So however way it's resonating with you, and for whatever reason the relationship collapsed and fell apart, no matter how you slice it, it freaking hurt like hell. It hurt. But here they are, the Emperor, okay? Divine masculine energy. They're showing up in their own reading. So there's a lot that's going on in their life, and they're very much focused on working on themselves, whatever part of their life needs attention. But there has to be balance there. The Emperor could certainly be a father figure. If you're a feminine watching, this could be the father of your children. Very masculine energy, somebody of high influence. They're all about law and order and discipline. They could be an entrepreneur. They could be the boss at their job. They could have their own business. They are a leader. They're very logical. They use their logic and reason to create positive outcomes in their life. They are a problem solver. But perhaps in this instance, they created the problem as well. So they're now trying to figure out perhaps how to fix it because they're still hoping and still thinking about you. They're working on achieving whatever it is they are dreaming about, whatever it is that they are desiring. And for some of you that are tuning in and you're focused on this masculine, what they are wanting to manifest is a reconnection. I can't stop thinking about you. I know that I crossed the line with you. They know they fucked up. They know it. And part of the reason why the divine masculine is coming through in their own energy in this portion of the reading is because they know they have to work on some aspect of their life where they create a lot of drama. They create a lot of pain and cold energy with the people that they interact with. There cannot be any facades or any secrets moving forward. If you guys are to come back together, they got to get rid of all that. We have the Three of Wands, which is more fire energy here. The Three of Wands, threes are all about communication. So if you guys haven't been communicating, perhaps you're just either not ready for it or they're not ready to communicate. But the Three of Wands is all about looking ahead. It's all about being able to grow. And I feel for those of you who are tuning in, they are willing to work on the partnership to grow and develop and expand the relationship moving forward. They're willing to work on this. Some of you are coming through, especially my feminines who are focused on this divine masculine. Some of you guys are coming through as the Queen of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This particular Queen of Cups is somebody who makes everyone feel important. They can look through your eyes and just make you feel like you're understood, you know? And I feel that there were times when this masculine just felt misunderstood. And without his queen, he's lost, you know? Perhaps he tried to find what you guys had in other people and he just didn't succeed. And so tried to throw his time and energy and all of his efforts into his career. But that just creates an out of balance energy. You can't have that. It's got to be balanced. You have to have equal energy in your life. There has to be balance there. And if you're throwing all of your energy towards one thing, then other parts of your life suffer. Look at this. We've got the Judgment card, followed by Temperance, followed by the Hermit. So we've got three major arcanas coming through here. That Judgment card is a soul contract between the two of you. That is a part of that energy. It's a rebirth. It is tapped into fire. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius once again. And Temperance is tapped into Sagittarius energy. The Hermit is Virgo. So this Judgment card is a spiritual calling. It is a passage. It is a transformation that this relationship has to go through. It's a new phase, a new start. It's a time to bury the past. It's a time to start fresh. It's a time to face the truth. It's a wake-up call. Plain and simple. It is a wake-up call. And if your ex wants you back, they have to wake up and do the right thing this time. Now, the interesting thing about the Judgment card is they are looking for reconciliation and they need your forgiveness. That's a part of the energy of the Judgment card. They are evaluating the past. What they've done in the past has to be different from how they conduct themselves moving forward. They know they've made these mistakes. They know that there has to be change. They can't keep doing things the way they were doing things. If they were coming forward as cold and manipulative and keeping secrets, that's not going to work moving forward. Even if they were to come back, that's not what you're wanting. They have to be coming towards you with good intentions this time around. So yeah, significant changes have to happen here. That's why the Judgment card is here. That Judgment card is here. You got to take your time though, or your person needs to take their time to make the right decision at the right time. But things will ultimately improve. That's what's coming through here. They just got to be honest. They can't be coming towards you with all of these secrets. And I feel they're working on that. Or this is something that they need to work on. They got to be honest, plain and simple. Now, the interesting thing about the Judgment card too is it's somebody who's wanting to start over or find a new career. So your person might actually be focused on going in a different direction in regard to their career. That is a part of the Judgment energy. But yeah, it's a new beginning. It might take time because the Temperance is all about patience, but it is bringing harmony, balance, and healing into this relationship. And yes, the Temperance card is all about a potential reconciliation here. So two references, two cards talking about the potential to start over in this relationship. So will your ex return? There's a really good chance that that's possible. And then we've got the Hermit here, which is a third card about people from the past coming back and returning. But the Hermit is somebody too that just needs time to figure things out. You could again be dealing with a Virgo, or you yourself could be a Virgo. This is somebody who's a loner right now because they need more time to reflect and reevaluate what's going on. So if your person just needs a little bit more time here to work through their issues, give them that space, especially if you guys haven't been communicating anyway and you haven't seen each other in a while. That's not going to be an issue because you guys haven't been in contact. But this is coming through that this is a part of the energy that they're working through. They're trying to go within and figure things out for themselves. They want a reconciliation. We've got 3 major arcana cards talking about the same thing. Seeking reconciliation, possible reconciliation, bridging estrangements. It's all about people coming back together. Wow. All right, let's add to this. Let's add to this, continuing to focus on divine masculine energy. Let's grab some romance angels. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for whoever needs to see and hear these messages. Will your ex return? Focusing on divine masculine energy for now. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah. Somebody needs to make a decision to create movement. And ultimately, this falls on your ex to make that decision. Because you're watching this reading asking, will your ex return? And it's up to them to be able to take that step, that first initial step to create movement, to make that decision, to decide that they want to come back to you. And again, with the 3 major arcanas coming forward, hell yeah, they want to come back. They know they fucked up. They know it. Some of you guys could have had children because, again, we've got the Emperor coming through here, a father figure. So this person could be the father of your children. Your children were affected by what happened here as well. We do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this is giving us a little better understanding of where you guys are headed. There's a potential for long-term happiness here. The potential for a proposal of marriage from your divine masculine. But for now, it is acknowledging the separation between the two of you. And this is exactly what needs to be restored, is trust. Plain and simple. The situation is calling for you to have faith. It's needed here because trust was broken, I feel. But there is still hope. Waiting, expecting, manifesting. Okay? So I've been relying quite a bit on my brand new deck for some dialogue, and I feel guided still to use it. So I'm going to do that. Angelic Revelation 144, Naked Flame Healing Messages. We'll grab a few from here. Let's see what it is that your ex needs to come forward with. What is it that they would want to say to you if they had the opportunity? Clearly, they're unable to do that since you guys are in separation. And of course, you might even resonate with some of these messages and what is in your heart, what it is that you need to say or want to say, but can't, not right now. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for whoever needs these messages, focused on divine masculine energy. What does the divine masculine have to say at this time? Let's grab the bottom. Oh my God. Okay. What does your divine masculine have to say right now? Look at this one. Twin flame baby. Okay, so some of you guys might be focused on a twin flame connection here, even if you guys are in separation. And that's plain and simple what it's trying to say. So some of you guys might actually end up having a baby together when you reconnect, if you haven't already, because again, we've got children that came through. Okay, so let's grab this card here. I am healing through prayer, meditation, and energy healing. I feel the healing energy you send me. Thank you, my angel. You are my light in the darkness. Especially those of you who are dealing with an ex who have a drinking problem. That's come through here. So I feel you certainly represent the light in that very dark journey that they're on. But your person needs healing. And energetically, this could be what it is that you're sending them. And so, in turn, that's what's ultimately going to bring them back to you, because you're helping them on this healing journey that they need to be on. So by helping them, even energetically, you're helping yourself. Next message. I am waiting for you. I see us growing old together. If it's meant to be, it will be, even if we come into union when we are 70. Whew. They're going to hang in there. They're hoping. You know, that's why we have that card there. They can't stop thinking about you. They're willing to wait until you perhaps are in a better mind frame to even consider having them come back to you. Some of you might be ready to welcome them back in. And perhaps part of the action that's needed here is they're waiting for you to take action. They're waiting to hear from you. Interesting. Next message. I was a hurt person who hurt other people. It stems from childhood wounding. I am trying to heal myself because I want to make things right with you in this lifetime. So part of the reason why they hurt you is because somebody else hurt them, tied into their childhood. They could have had a very difficult childhood that was full of pain and anger and frustration, and it ended up affecting your relationship. So going back to this children card, part of the reason why this is here is because they have unfinished business and pain tied into their childhood. They are coming through here as the child that still needs healing. Wow, that's pretty deep. Okay. Next one. What you see on social media is an illusion of a happy life. I am just settling, and most of the time, I am absolutely fucking miserable. There's that facade. That damn facade that's tied into these secrets. So for some of you guys, these secrets are simply not so much tied into infidelity or cheating. It's just that they're putting up this facade that life is good, life is great, they've been able to move on, they're happy, they're fantastic. But nope, without you, they're fucking miserable, and they're coming through letting you know that here. Wow, okay. All right, let's grab some Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages. Will your ex return? Focusing on divine masculine energy. Focusing on divine masculine energy. What does your divine masculine have to say to you? Interesting. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So it's coming down to timing here, guys. So perhaps your person isn't quite ready, or you might not be ready, and they feel the need to wait, that they want to take their time this time to come towards you when they're fully open to being able to offer you truly what it is that you deserve and what it is that you're looking for in this connection. Because if someone's coming towards you and they're not ready, then it has the potential of falling apart once again. And that's not what we're wanting here. You know, you don't want to have to repeat history with that 10 of Swords and that painful ending. So we have to do things right this time. Your divine masculine is working on themselves. And I love how they're acknowledging that they were hurt, and so they tend to hurt other people too. And they are wanting to break that pattern. They know that they have to heal. And you yourself have to heal as well. So do the work on yourself during this time of separation so that you guys can both come back together as two people that are whole, that can bring this relationship back to life. Will your ex return? I would say so. 3 major arcanas, Judgment, Temperance, and the Hermit. They're all referring to the potential of bringing two people back together. A possible reconciliation. Totally possible here, guys. Absolutely 1000% possible that your ex will return, but they have to come at the right time. They have to come at the right time. and I feel that they will. All right, so let's close this out with a healing message. Angels and spirit guides, for whoever needs it, for all signs, focusing on an ex-partnership. Please bring forward some healing messages focused on this divine masculine and the person tuning in, focusing on divine masculine energy. Please bring forward some healing messages to tie this all together. Oh my God, you guys, I just got goosebumps. Do you see that? A soulmate connection that has miracles tied into it. You've got miracles on the way coming in when it comes to this partnership. Will your ex return? I think so. I think so. Okay? Miracles are on their way when it comes to this partnership. They're coming forward with that soulmate energy. That's beautiful, guys. So not only do we have twin flame representation, picking up off of divine masculine energy, but for some of you, perhaps you resonate more with soulmate and they're both coming through here. But yeah, I think you're going to get your miracle when it comes to your ex. So that's where I'm going to end this one, guys. I hope for those of you who were focused on divine masculine for this reading, that this brought you some answers and gave you the clarity and hope. Truly, that was the very first card that came forward. A wish come true, guys. It's on its way through this miracle. So just wait for it. It's going to manifest for you and your person. I feel it. All right, guys. So let's move on to those of you who are interested in the divine feminine reading. All right, hold on and we'll get right into that. All right, guys, for those of you who ended up choosing divine feminine and wanting to focus on divine feminine energy, let's take a look at that. And again, we're using the same focus messages that came through for this reading overall, which is hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. I know that I crossed the line with you. I can't stop thinking about you. Okay, so divine feminine energy is what we're going to be focusing on this time around. And again, it is just energy, so it can certainly be for female as well as male. So take it for how this resonates with you. So angels and spirit guides for the viewer, for all signs. Will your ex return? Focusing on divine feminine energy for this portion of the reading. Let's take a look and see what's going to come forward from this. What is your divine feminine focused on at this time? A mask. They're wearing a mask right now, which is very similar to that facade card that came forward from the divine masculine. So perhaps this is something that you guys were both doing, that you were both coming from a place of dishonesty or secrets or lies or manipulation. This is somebody who's pretending to be something that they're not. So it's interesting that this is coming through because that's very similar to that facade energy that came through earlier from the divine masculines. So that's interesting. We've got hidden emotions here. And if you recall, if you ended up watching the first part of this reading tied into divine masculine energy, the secrets card came out. Secrets for me is tied into these hidden emotions because they're not being shared right now. Not to say that the energy from this particular card has anything to do with deceptiveness or secrets, but when somebody is hiding their emotions deep inside, they're not wanting to share that. Not ready. So perhaps my feminines are just trying to guard their heart space at this time, which is why we've got a mask here. So even though that is tied into deceptive energy, sometimes, you know, it's what somebody feels they need to do in order to not get hurt, to not be so vulnerable. We do have despair here, okay? So if you're watching this for a feminine, they're not in a good place. Despair is heavy. It's feeling like you've lost hope, and yet here we are. The hope is here. The ability to manifest a reconnection is here with your ex. And oh my God, look at the next card. We could stop the reading right here. Will your ex return? They certainly want a reconciliation. Next card is obsession. So perhaps your ex is actually obsessed about wanting to come back to you. They're focused on their heart chakra right now, on healing their heart chakra. Love and healing is what's needed here, because I feel there's a lot of pain here that I'm picking up off of that. Somebody got hurt here. There's a reason why you guys are exes. There's a reason why you're not together. And just like the masculine, since these are our focus messages, somebody crossed the line. Your feminine crossed the line here. And yes, that could be tied into third-party situations. Or they might have said something or did something to where you felt they crossed the line in some way, shape, or form, if it's not tied into infidelity or outside influences in your relationship. Very interesting. And again, they're healing. They're in the process of healing that heart chakra, because part of the energy of the heart chakra is tied into unconditional love. It's also air energy. So for some of you, you might be thinking of a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini feminine. This is all about unconditional love, compassion, certainly relationships, harmony, and the need to heal. The mind, the body, the soul, it's all connected. And your person right now needs healing. That's why they're hiding their emotions. They're burying it down deep. But in the heart of it all, they want reconciliation. They want reconciliation. So let's add to this with some Mystic Moon oracles. Will your ex return? We already have a reconciliation card here, but let's dig a little bit deeper to see what else the issues are, or what other energies need to come through here for my divine feminines. If you're watching for a feminine, angels and spirit guides. Victim, their hands are tied. It's interesting again because for the masculines, they had that trapped card, which that person's hands were tied. So there's a lot of synchronicities coming through here. Feeling bound to something or someone. Somebody's heart is broken clearly over the separation. That is Three of Swords energy for me, which threes is all about communication. Somebody's heart is broken over the separation here, grieving the loss of the partnership, but they still have hope here, or at least trying to find the hope. Admired. They have a lot of admiration for you. Very attracted to you. Your feminine could be a ballerina. They could have a special gift and talent in dance, certainly. This has so many positive vibes emanating from it. It's a beautiful card. A lot of hope that comes through from that. Think of the energy that it takes to admire something or someone. We throw so much love towards that thing or person. And this is a part of their energy, what's coming through from your feminine. So directing it towards you, even if you guys are exes, they still admire you, and the love, I feel it's still there. Because again, when we admire something, we love it. But there is a barrier here towards the reconciliation. Okay, it's falling right below that reconciliation. The desire to come back towards each other, it's here. But there is a barrier for now. Part of that barrier might have something to do with the lack of communication. But your feminine is definitely still thinking about you. They're still feeling very nostalgic about the good times, the conversations that you guys may have shared, the intimacy, the special moments, memories from the past. And this to me is very much tied into the energy of the Six of Cups. Cups, of course, is water, so your person could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Nostalgia, remembering the past, memories of love. But it's also tied into reunions, reconnections, reconciliations. For now, there is a pause, okay, towards that reconciliation because of this darn mask. Another mask reference. So your feminine needs to take that mask off, face reality, come towards you with the truth, tell you how they're feeling, what's in their heart. Because the only way to get rid of this energy of despair is to deal with it, face it, talk about it, handle it, work through it. So yeah, 2 cards here with a mask energy. So whenever this is coming through, somebody is not coming forward with who they truly are. They're masking that from the world and possibly from you. And until they take this mask off and face the music, so to speak, you know, it's preventing movement for now, but they can actually remove this barrier at any given time. They have the power to do that. They do. All right, so let's add some tarot to this. The Palette deck, once again, by Sal Biadora of Eat, Read, Love. So angels and spirit guides for my divine feminine energy in this reading. Will your ex return? They certainly want to. But they've also put up this barrier, possibly because they are afraid to communicate with you at this time. So right now, there is that pause card because they're thinking about it, but they want it. And they're definitely thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. That's one of the focus messages. They're still trying to hold on to the hope that you guys can manifest this partnership in the 3D. So we have the 3 of Coins, which is the 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles is Earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You guys have to be able to collaborate and work as a team in order to make this partnership work. One person can't want it more than the other. One person can't put in all the effort. You both have to want this. And your ex needs to be able to put in that effort. So, you know, they really got to take off the mask and be honest with themselves. And if what they're wanting is reconciliation, it's time to take these emotions out of the dark and just tell you already. Tell you how they're feeling. We have the King of Swords, which is air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The King of Swords is somebody who's very intellectual. And when they're faced with a difficult situation, they tend to be impartial, or try to be, and carefully just really try to evaluate their options and try to see things from a very rational mindset. So this could certainly be reflective off of your ex's energies here. So even though kings are typically male, masculine energy, we are focused on divine feminine here. So if your feminine is coming through with that King of Swords vibe, and our King of Swords has lipstick. Thank you, Sal. I love his deck. And then we've got the 10 of Coins here, followed by the World. I love it. Followed by the Death card. Okay, and there's a reason for that. The 10 of Coins is, of course, the 10 of Pentacles, which is more earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, once again, beautiful card, because the 10 of Pentacles, it's tied into being able to establish a situation And it's all tied into how we choose to invest our time. Money matters, of course, is a part of this. So if your divine feminine has had some financial struggles, things are about to improve there. Or they could just be doing a lot of reckless spending during this time of separation. They're trying to fill that void, so to speak, as a result of your absence in their life. So they might actually just be spending recklessly, trying to fill the part of their life, the part of their heart that is empty because, again, you're not there. And then we've got the world. Amazing. So the world is more earth energy. It is success. Something needs to come to completion here in order to bring about this reconciliation. And what's going to bring that in, because of this death card right next to it, something had to end. You guys are exes, so it ended. But this is also giving you the opportunity to start fresh, to start over, to build on a stronger foundation in your relationship. And sometimes people have to go into separation in order to be able to figure things out for themselves, to learn whatever lessons need to be learned, to heal whatever part of you needs healing, in order to come back towards your person as a better individual, complete. Because the World card is triumph, it is peace, it is fulfillment, and I do feel from your standpoint, the viewer, that you certainly feel that your divine feminine fulfills you in your heart space. This is all about your relationship falling back into place. This is tapped into happiness. And yes, a romance that begins again on a new, stronger, more solid foundation. Whatever obstacles were in your way, guys, it's going to be eliminated. That's a part of the energy of the World card. So I really do feel here, despite the barrier, you guys can work this out. You can. Because part of the energy of the Death card, which is tied into Scorpio energy for some of you guys, truly, something needed to phase out. There was some aspect of your relationship that just wasn't working. And so it came to an end. And there had to be changes here. I feel your feminine is still working on those changes. So if they're not ready to come towards you right now, I feel that's simply because they've got a lot of work that they still need to do on themselves to be able to work through their grief, their issues that have created this barrier towards opening up lines of communication between the two of you. But damn, they're thinking about you for sure. This nostalgic energy, they remember the good times. And if you guys can get onto the same page and work as a team to be able to make this relationship work, the universe is backing you guys up on that. And the Death card energy is, even though the relationship ended, the love didn't go anywhere. You guys still love each other. But like the Death card, you guys can rise from the ashes like a phoenix. That's a part of the energy of the Death card. And so if your relationship with one another was dead in the water, it's going to rise like the phoenix and be brought back to life. It's going to come back to life. Will your ex return? I feel they will. And your relationship will be given the chance to evolve and be stronger than it ever was. Okay, so let's grab some romance angels to add to this. Angels and spirit guides focusing on divine feminine energy. For my viewer tuning in, will your ex return? And again, this is for all signs, whoever needs these messages tied into an ex partnership. In love and romance, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Angels and spirit guides. Yep, true love. Chemistry, look at that. Religious factors. Calling in your soulmate. Forgiving and learning. This person is your true love. They can't stop thinking about you. They're still feeling nostalgic about the connection. When they are ready, they will reach out. They will communicate. I know that you know that there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. That's why you're still focused on this ex partnership. They are as well. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. If you have felt all along that you guys are spiritually connected, that's tied into the energy of this card. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Your faith is very important to you. You could certainly be very religious. You could believe in the angels, a higher power. Perhaps you guys are even the same religion. There's a lot of compatibility here between you and your person. They're still calling you in. And maybe you're still calling in your ex. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And it will, in time. Forgiving and learning is so important here. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, and you will be given that opportunity to have that. You know, part of that forgiveness and learning has to do with something that ended in order to bring you a new beginning here with your person. Nice. But they are your true love. This is your romance of a lifetime with your ex, and you will be given the opportunity to reconnect and reconcile. That is coming through here. So even if it is at a pause for now, just know that there will be movement here, that there will be the opportunity to start over, begin again. The World card is here blessing that energy. Okay, I've been relying a lot on this deck. As I mentioned, the Angelic Revelation 144 deck. So let's grab some dialogue here for your ex. And some of you tuning in could certainly resonate with some of these messages for yourself and what it is that you've been wanting to say to your ex. But of course, you're in separation, so you don't have that opportunity. And there is a barrier here in communication. All right, so these are words, dialogue that perhaps if given the opportunity for you guys to speak at this given time, this is what you would want to say to each other. So we'll grab a few, take what resonates. Angels and spirit guides for whoever needs it, for all signs, focusing on divine feminine energy. I feel a couple more. Let's grab the bottom of the deck. Okay. What do we have? What do we have in regard to this divine feminine X that you're focused on for this reading? All right. First message. I am working on my issues. When I feel vulnerable and hurt, I can act in anger. This is my way of trying to gain control when I feel wounded. Okay? And maybe you know that. Maybe they have lashed out in that way, but they're working on it. That is what your ex needs to let you know. It's so damn hot the way you flirt with me. I love our banter. You really know how to get me into a sexual mood. I crave sexy pics of you for my private time. And perhaps when you guys were connecting, this is what you guys were doing, you know? And since we do have nostalgia coming through here, they are remembering those interactions that you guys have had. Next one. I'm trying to get out of my head and into my heart. I meditate to connect with you, and spirit and my higher self helps guide me to my truth. So even though these emotions are hidden for now, They are trying to truly pick up off of what's going on in their heart space in order to bring you the truth that is in their heart, to be able to finally communicate to you that they're still thinking about you, they still want you, they still love you, they want to reconcile. Next message. I know that I have impossibly high standards and I have held resentment towards you when I have been upset with you. I am working on forgiving you and forgiving myself. And perhaps some of you guys really needed to hear that, because forgiveness is so important in order for you guys to move on from where you've been. Next message. I have been calling you home to me with manifestation and energy healing. I see us together in my dreams, and I believe that it will happen in divine timing. Divine timing is crucial because you can't rush this anyway. Everybody's got their own free will. This is going to happen when it's meant to happen and not a second sooner. So for some of you guys, this is coming through. The answer to your question is no. Will your ex return? Perhaps for now, it's no, because they're not ready. They're not done healing. They're not done dealing with whatever despair and hidden emotions that they've got going on. And that's why we have a barrier in communication. So this is coming through for some of you guys, and your ex is just not ready, I feel. And it's just a matter of time before they can get onto the same page as you. So you got to be patient to see this through. Because this is a cycle that needs to phase out for them. And there's a lot for them to process still. So even though, as I'm feeling, don't lose hope, because it's here. There is the hope that this can still manifest for you and your ex. So don't freak out that this is a no answer for now, because I don't think it's going to be no forever. I really don't. Next message. I trust you. Do you think you can learn to trust me again in time? So that's a question that you ultimately have to ask yourself, especially if there were trust issues between the two of you. And I feel in time, trust will be restored. I do feel that for some of you guys. Last one. I feel burdened by responsibilities. Sometimes I just want to run away with you. So whatever these responsibilities are that are connected to your divine feminine, perhaps they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now, but they can't stop thinking about you. They want to be with you, but part of that barrier too might have something to do with these responsibilities, whatever it is that's burdening this person. All right, so that's what's coming forward from the dialogue messages. Let's add to this with some Lover's Oracle. Let's take a look and see what else your person, your ex, has to say at this time. What your divine feminine has to say. So angels and spirit guides for the viewer. For your ex, what else do they have to say at this time? Angels and spirit guides regarding this ex partnership. So for those of you, again, with that no answer, your ex just needs a little bit more time to remove these barriers. Bottom of the deck. And I'm guided to this one as well. Okay. We have embrace. I do love this message because for me, and as this card reads, through each other you find the missing pieces. And as I have mentioned in past readings, it always reminds me of a puzzle that has a missing piece because your person, your ex, feels incomplete without you. And maybe you guys had to go through a devastating and painful breakup for them to realize that. Perhaps you feel the same, that your life is incomplete without your ex. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. You guys technically represent two magnets that continue to be drawn back to each other. But what's preventing reconciliation for now is this barrier, and because there is a pause. Okay, so the timing might not be right now, but eventually, with the World card coming through here, letting you know there's a cycle that needs to come to completion in order for you to have a new cycle begin again. And that very much is a part of the energy of the Death card. Something had to end, which it already did, in order to welcome in a new beginning. So it's heading your way in regard to this X partnership. The timing just has to be right. That's it. Last message: surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Exactly. Let go, and all will work out. Let go of the past. Let go of this mask. Put it down. This is something that your feminine needs to do. They need to let go of the despair. They need to allow themselves to let go of the grief, to heal. Let go of the ties that are binding those hands, that are keeping them tied. Let go of what is no longer serving your relationship, and that's what's going to make room for better when it comes to this partnership. They are coming forward as your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime between the two of you. And again, with the World card coming through here, you're being given a new opportunity, a second chance at love, to be able to rebuild on a stronger foundation in your connection. So will your ex return? I do feel eventually the answer is yes. And that there is a really good possibility that that can happen at the right time. It is falling on divine timing here. So you got to just be firm in believing that ultimately this can work itself out. All right, so let's close this out with some healing messages here. Angels and spirit guides for all signs for this reading focused on divine feminine energy. For whoever needs it, please bring forward some healing messages. Yep, surrender and release. That's why it's here. Look at the bottom of the deck, just like what I was saying. Divine timing. Exactly. It's just reiterating what I already said. Let go, release what is no longer serving a purpose to this partnership. This is something that you both need to work on. And when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Divine timing. This is the universe's time frame, not your understanding of time. So turn it over to the universe, guys. That's why it's here. You will eventually have the opportunity to reconnect when the time is right. So in the meantime, continue to work on yourself. Your person needs to do the same thing. Hold on to the hope that ultimately you guys can come back together. If this is something that you're both wanting, eventually this barrier will find a way to be removed. There will be no further obstacles. Remember, that's a part of the world energy too. Whatever those limitations and obstacles that are standing in the way, which it is for now, it's going to be removed. Just leaving you with that opportunity to start over. Wow. All right, guys, so that's what's coming through. Will your ex return eventually? Yes, it falls down on divine timing. And I do feel when that opportunity arises, you guys are going to be okay. Everything's going to work itself out. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I hope that either if you watched the divine masculine or the divine feminine, I hope whatever part of it resonated with you, that it was able to bring you a sense of peace and clarity in regard to your ex partnership. All right, guys, so if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information, it's down below in the description box. And again, I am fully booked through March 13th, so please do keep that in mind. And just one final announcement, I did post on my community page that I've opened up a contest for my free reading giveaway to celebrate my upcoming milestone of 100,000 subscribers, which is so nuts to me, but I am so thrilled and so happy and so grateful to all of you. So again, if you're interested, go ahead and participate, submit your entry, and just please give me some time to read through all of these. We've already got over 100 that's been submitted, so I need to read through all of those submissions to be able to pick a winner. So once I reach that milestone, then I'll go ahead and reach out to the one person that I've chosen. But even if you don't end up winning this time around, I will be sending everybody who submits an entry a discount code for you to take advantage of that for any reading of your choice on my website. All right, guys, so that's all I've got for now. Thank you so very much for spending this time with me, and I will see you real soon. Take care.